I like the magazine in the sense that it's creating a bigger outlet for me and for all the artists. I don't think people understand it because I just added some people on Twitter today.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, I didn't even know some of these people were that creative. I knew I was, but I didn't know child. Hey, I know I'm creative. Hey, I got to get it up sometimes. Close the day off of being creative. But the magazine really did open up an outlet that I wasn't into, like this even. Like the blab. I was too busy on a tutorial or a blab, a conversation about social media. And I did not know that Snapchat was bigger than, or was becoming bigger than Facebook. And I've had Snapchat for years. So these
I don't know how to use Snapchat.
Get your life. I live on the East Coast in the South. I didn't even know about Donald Trump until he started running, really. I did know about him, but I didn't really. We live our life in everyday rotation. That was the word. Rotation. Rotation.
Factory last night.
Rotation, not rotation. We are motor skills. We use our motor skills to keep going, and I ain't got time to be worried about some man screaming. But it leads another way to, like this. I can take the blab because I know it from your magazine. I take it and I use it to enhance my career as an artist because I don't think people understand being an artist is a hustle. And so with this issue, every issue, there has become new things I found to help me. Like you redoing your website or Abra-zine's website for this issue prompted me to redo my website for my upcomes, I think the magazine, it has taught me to continuously learn and getting better. Because you constantly have to, you get all our stuff, okay? You cannot say, no matter if you're having a bad day or not, this issue or whatever, you gotta put our stuff out there because we submitted it. So you gotta prompt yourself you're putting yourself, look at this hoe over here ironing. Anyway, ratchet shit. Lord forgive me.
The ratchet.
I cannot focus. So it puts me to have to get up every day because I can sit on my ass if I wanted to and be like, hey, I'm not going to do nothing better to better myself. I'm going to keep to what I know instead of what I could know. So coming on here today, I'm glad you put this out here. No matter what the outcome is today, it's going to be better every time you get better at it because you got to get out of your comfort zone to get better.
Yeah.
That's what Kim Zosi had just said. She did the Women's Empowerment Conference Expo in Georgia. And if people don't know her, they might want to watch some Housewives because there are millions of housewives in America and in this world that watch these women on TV. They might fight in all this, but that's just a show. That's a modern day soap opera. I don't think people understand. And all these on these shows are promoting themselves and getting out of their comfort zone. And thank you for doing that with the magazine because I see magazines that get so much advertisement just because people, their demographics there. They can come out in a day and then their demographic there because they took those steps to build that. And you're taking those steps to even include this. It's not getting left behind. It's moving with the times. Right. And so it takes time to snowball that effect to be completely successful. And for my other half to go to work and be like, oh, Abra-zine came out and they know what it is already. Oh, Darian's magazine came out. That makes me feel good because I don't have to go to the office because I don't ever go to the office. I ain't never been to the office. But to have that being known and to know that somebody is talking about something I accomplished and that we have some long hours, some sleepless nights, because this is a side project for our everyday upcome. I call it a come up. So this issue really, I didn't want to do a lot of stuff. I was going to say, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm running low. I don't know what to write. Every time the day before, it's like, oh, all them ideas you came up with, bye. We got to do this. This is what the reader wants. The reader doesn't want to hear Sab and Sabi. The reader wants to know your real life. Create a different story because Darius and Wichita really is about a real story. I had to deal with some struggles, and you know this personally about that house. So what you telling me as an editor to write about your life? You told me this on a personal standpoint. So I talked to some people, and they said, "Great, No one needs to know what to talk about. So I took my life situations and wrote a Halloween story that people like. I get the things I send in the mail. Girl, people are like, that story was interesting. I'm like, oh, what's interesting? Would you like to hear another one? They were like, yeah, send me one for Christmas, Halloween. So it's also branched out my business on card making now.
Mm-hmm.
That's some shit. God is good.
So you put this in a card and you just mailed it out
Yep.
to like family and stuff?
And friends and stuff. And now they're like, I didn't even know you did a magazine, you know? Or that's a good story. My grandma was like, you really did think about me. I said, you're not even in the story. She said, well, my feelings are in there because I don't like that lady whose house you was living in. I was like, Grandma, the tea is real. You read it. You knew where the creativity was. Because my grandmother is my best friend. And she knows me thick and thin. She was there when I went through the situation. So she was there when she read the situation, the story. She was like, he's creative. Because he took creativity and he did not go out and shoot nobody. He did not go out and kill nobody. He wrote about it. And I think people forget freedom of speech is in many ways. And so this issue, I was able to get so much frustrations out with this world, with what I was going through personally, and in general, and taking a break from fashion as well. Because I think I deal with fashion every day. This sewing.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all this fabric. It's like sometimes you just need to take a break from certain issues. So I like that Abra-zine. It's just an open field. That's why I call it myself a creative and lifestyles magazine.
Yeah, you did take a break from the fashionist issue. You did a
I could have wrote about Fashion Week, to be honest, and I did. And I said, scrap this. It don't need to be talked about. Something else needs to be.
Tell us a little bit about the political piece you wrote, because you wrote a piece.
Frustrating. It's frustrating. The political piece continue. I'm so distracted by multitasking and your other half over there, your Irish twin over there, multitasking and stuff. And
Irish twin. So tell us about your piece. It's called "The Death of Society: Waiting on a Change in America." So give us a little rundown about what this piece was about.
I just think this whole world is so fed up with things. And I think being a Black person, hold on. I don't mean to cut anybody off. I don't have a public speaking license or a degree, so I want people to know that. Every time I do that, it's in reference to somebody else. The other half. Anyway, I wrote about it because as a Black man in the society, it's hard. It is so hard. It is so hard. And it shouldn't be hard. It should not be hard over stupid stuff. From police brutality to, it don't even have the brutality. You don't even have to hit me. But the minute you give me some kind of right where I feel uncomfortable, I'm just so tired. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about race. I'm tired of hearing about all of it. It scares the shit out of me to the point where I know if I go outside, the minute I step foot off my mom's property, I'm in completely territory to be harassed, called a name, brutaled, or whatever you want to call it, police. And I just think this year has been a big death to our society in the last 5 years. It's a death for a come up because I don't think people realize that we've lost so many jobs in this world. The recession hit that it catapulted our society to be angry and suppressed, not based on where you came from. Because I got friends that I went to private schools. Okay, I grew up in the project, but I took tests and got in, and my mama didn't have to worry about that money, that bread to go. But I still had to go every day to leave school to go back to the projects. Hey, black boy, went to private school, we still gonna beat your ass. And that's no matter. I seen in that story where the tennis player who was Black came out, that hit me hard because I had just gotten arrested, but then dismissed because I filed a complaint that my purse had gotten stolen, and then they thought it was me that stole the purse, but I had filed the police, at the bar. So with that saying, you already judged me from, and by the way, I was only 15 years away. So with that said, that hit me. All this, being scared to go outside, seeing it on the news and everything, it happens to everybody of color. Not the boys, not just boys, but girls too. Girls are getting killed and everything. So it's just like, I'm tired of this society. We just need a new president. We need a new generation that's like, fuck the past. Bye. The past, we're holding on to the past. And us, we're not holding on to the past. So I wrote about a death to society because the society needs to die for a come up.
Right.
It is dying. I'm happy it's dying because you know what? It's gentrification is happening in a good way where I'm at. I've been going to projects here and stuff that I haven't seen in years. Girl, I've been staying in the projects because they look too good. They look too good and fabulous. And I ask people and I say, I say, what is going on, And they tell me I get tired of people judging me because I live here. You don't want to live here. But I would, you know what? If I was on hard times, would I say, I'm not going to live there because of what somebody says? No, our society has killed what it's like to be a human being. And I ultimately think America, the whole America, South America, us Americans in this country, and Canada, but I ain't going to include them because I don't want to start no drama. But that as well, it's a whole, our continent and everything is going through so much turmoil that I just think we just need to reconnect as humans.
Right.
As a whole. So it really does need to die because I'm ready to move on. I just think so much has happened from 2008 to now, and mostly economy. It has gotten better, but it can get better. And I just think this whole presidential election is going to determine that outcome about our society, whether it be tuition and being for free for college for the first 4 years, and then that be our new high school like that. That's basically what it is. I got to go back to high school.
Yeah. So you're going to go back to school?
Yes. Art school is a little stressed because I think people just think you color.
Right.
You got to prep yourself health-wise. You got to prep yourself financially. Art school is like getting married. And I think people need to understand that art school is like going to Ivy League school. And it's just like, it's cutthroat. You got your feelings that you have to bottle because you get judged every day. It's worse than regular college because ain't nobody tell me your shit was ugly. Hey, your shit is ugly. Somebody has told me that before in color theory. Your shit is ugly. It hurt my feelings for a second, but you know what? I always have a plan B, and I always had a plan B project. Hey, I'm not stupid. And I went to a school where it was like, hey, you got an F, you on scholarship, you going home, little boy. Like that. Or you draw before you get kicked out and say, oh, I got a W, but I got a 3.7. Hey. So I just think a lot is going to happen. My family went through, I come from very poor. So going to art school is going to really, I left
all right, guys.
session and all.
I gotta go.
You don't even care. Bye.
All right, so everybody, let's just say bye and good luck to Vin. He's on his way out to his third film festival this week.
That's a good thing, girl. Stay busy because I'll be in San Francisco and I hope to see your ass at the end of this month. Oh, I got.
So he's going to head out. He's going to his red carpet. Give us your Instagram and your Twitter and whatever you post your stuff on.
All right.
Give us a shout out at the film festival. Give us a shout out.
Oh my God,
Darius.
Give us a shout out. Oh. Give us a shout out. Get Abra-zine a shout out. Don't you want us to have an upcome? Like if
What'd you say?
Rich, you rich. That's what my grandma said. Sorry. If your sister rich, rich.
Dariance.
Dariance.
Give your sister a shout out or I'ma beat your ass. Lord forgive me. On the red carpet, say Abra-zine and then don't act like you didn't say it.
Yeah, say Abra-zine.com and
Abra-zine.com.
No,
and your
on the red carpet.
What's your Instagram?
I'm Dariance. It's hard to pronounce because I don't want people to be following me.
Wait, Darius.
I just
give me 1 second to see. Give me 1 second to see Vin out, and then we'll continue.
Okay.
So Vin, give us your Instagram and any links that you want our viewers to check out before you leave.
Okay, www.skiptownproductions.com. You can see my web series there. And then also my Instagram is just my name, Vincenzo Carabia. So you can find me on Instagram there. And then my Twitter is vcarub20.
I'm glad you said that because I was looking to watch your web series last night because I posted the other night or last night on my Facebook. And somebody asked me, I want to watch that, but where is it? And I blacked out. So.
Oh yeah. Just also, if you guys are gonna continue sharing it, you don't have to share the urban media one. That was just for voting, so that one's done now. So you can go back to the other one. All
right, cool. When's episode 3 gonna be on the way?
I am just doing the last scene in editing for video, and then it goes to the composer. So as soon as music is done, so. Hopefully, it's scheduled on IMDb for a Halloween release, but I don't think it'll be done by that because the music.
Right. Let's hope to be on IMDb or whatever one day. Hey.
So, should we expect an early November release?
If you go to IMDb and type the source, it's the source TV series 2015, and you can find it on there on IMDb as well.
Sweet.
I've been queued up for IMDb or whatever it's called for some years.
All right, so
we got one.
Good luck on your red carpet tonight at your what is it, the Laughlin Film Festival?
The Laughlin International Film Festival in Nevada.
All right, so good luck with that. Have a good red carpet.
Don't get no blood clots flying all the time.
I screen tomorrow night at 7:30. So.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 theaters and they're showing. So there's 3 things going on at the same time. So we'll see what I get.
All right, cool. Everybody give Vin some props before he goes. Props. Good luck at your event. And everybody check him out on skiptownproductions.com. And his Instagram is vcarub20. What was it? Or just Vincent Carubia?
My Twitter is vcarub20. My Instagram is Vincenzo Carubia. And my website, www.skiptownproductions.com.
All right.
Nice. And you can find me too.
All right. Mwah, we're rooting for you. Good luck.
Peace out.
Have a good event.
ConwayInc.com. I got some new stuff. And I'm adding products after tomorrow. I'm stressed.
All right. So we have an open seat here for anybody who wants to jump in. What? Then came back.
Must have forgot his belt.
That's all he wanted to do. All right. So, does anybody else want to jump on? I see that Gabby came in the room and she did a really cool article on Dia de los Muertos for our issue.
Oh, I like the parquet article because by the way, Columbus, Georgia, where I'm at right now. By the way, I like to be everywhere. It's known for parquet. We have a gym here that specializes, a huge facility that specializes in parquet, and my friends own it. So it's like, and they cheered growing up. There are guys that cheer with me. Back in the day, that was the only thing that was offered was cheerleading. You were either a boy cheerleader that flipped, or you was gay and you gonna flip. So. So you either have to be, if you want to flip in a facility, you're going to be either a gay a gay boy flipping or a straight boy flipping. You're going to flip at a cheerleading game. And now to have those opportunities of parquet available, I even said to my friend, I even sent him that one article that he liked it.
Cool.
So that means Abra-zine is out there with them too. That's a blessing.
Good. I mean, that's what I'm looking for is for people to spread the word about the magazine and submit their stuff, especially, if you like to write, if you're an artist, a musician, anything, any kind of piece is really welcome. I mean, Avi did his photography. We collaborated on that. And, even though I'm editor-in-chief, I love collaborating with my contributors on stuff. We contributed, me and Darius contributed on a piece in our Freedom issue, last issue, right? And also Avi contributed, or we all collaborated on that.
I like your mama piece.
Huh?
I like your mama piece. I like that. I knew that was your mama because the last name. I was like, that's her sister.
Yep, she did a travel piece, and you and my dad collaborated on this issue as well.
I love that because you know what? I thought the article was like, you know, it's very small and low key, but the graphics is what like brought it out.
Yes.
Because he used the graphic that wasn't like, it wasn't just like a plain picture. It felt like it stood out, especially the Freddy Krueger one. It jumped out at you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, with pieces like the one that you wrote, like the Wes Craven piece. Hello, Fly Wonder. Where are you from? Let us know in the little chat box down there. We're just talking about our Abra-zine.com Day of the Dead issue review right now. So we're talking about the Wes Craven piece that you did. Yeah, so with a piece like that, it's really hard to kind of get original artwork because, you know, usually when we think of Wes Craven or like a major motion picture, it's hard to get original artwork because we want to like just naturally use the art used from the movie, like the film stills, like the photography production stills. I wanted to like stay away from using stuff like that because they are copyrighted images. So I was like,
I love the way it was drawn. I like the picture that had Freddy Krueger on the face. I mean, had his face on Freddy Krueger body.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it on the screen. So here is the artwork for anybody who wants to see. Right?
Good reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
yeah. I should probably I don't know if I could do like a PowerPoint thing on here. I'd probably have to just print it out and show it on the screen like this. But
so what was being, I want to talk about this, your mom's piece, because I really did like that she traveled and she did her little thing. Did she go with somebody that day?
She went with my dad.
Oh, so they did a date. I like that because I was like, I know she can go by herself.
No.
Because it looked so much fun. Sometimes when you go by yourself, it becomes a spiritual moment. You know, it becomes and you forget to take pictures. You forget all that, and then you crying and all. You know, you saw something. When you go with somebody, she looked so happy and so like the pictures were great. I missed when I was reading your mom's piece. I was missing Jersey a little bit, and then I was like, "Thank you." It's because those little things. I got uprooted out of Jersey. Like I travel and get out. I don't even know where I'm at in January, so I'm not going to make no obligations, plans. So when I got it, I was in a place where I need to see Jersey, even though there are times where I don't want to remember fully, but I need to see it. And I was just like, God, aren't you good? You just let this issue come out today. You know, that Monday. I needed this Monday to myself.
You need to see it. Like
I needed to see that to make sure I wasn't going to have a breakdown over something that was so small.
Right, and it's a part of your journey, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're not here right now, but it was still a part of your journey, and even though like you had a lot of bad experiences
part
here,
of your story.
It is part of your story.
It's not something I left behind either. It's something I still deal with on an everyday basis, and it's a place that I do love, but I let the negative affect the positive.
Yeah.
Because I got to see you in person.
Oh.
And I got to deal with witches.
Real ones.
Real witches. I'm a witch too.
Well, no, she was kind of figuratively.
Girl, get your life. She's a witch. I lived there every day. She was a witch. She put hexes and curses, and she is a witch. Girl, I live it every day. She do weird. She did something crazy. Like, ooh, you don't even know. Get your.
No, she was a bitch. I don't think she was a witch. I think she was a bitch.
I think she was an evil black witch.
No.
Yes, girl. You don't know. Get her stories. Get her background. Get a background check. Get her background.
She wasn't old
stories. She liked candles. She liked candles. You like candles, you're a witch.
You like what?
On an everyday basis, she was a black witch. She was lying. She was doing the most.
A mean witch.
That's why I wrote about it.
Because there's good witches and there's bad witches.
Black witches are bad. That's a black witch. A white witch.
We have witches in the room.
White witches are good witches.
Black moon witch. Black moon, you're a witch.
No, not that like that. Not color. Color. There's a difference. There's two witches. There's a black witch and a white witch. A white witch inside is a good witch. Okay. These are stories about witches, true witches. White witches are good witches. Black witches are bad. If somebody there are open witches. If they they are a black witch, girl, you better run.
All right. So before we Wait, Darius, hold on. We have a caller coming on right now, so just let this person speak their mind, okay? Just try to like
Then why?
let them talk.
Who is this
Let
person?
them talk for a minute. Let them talk for a minute. All right. So we have Ginger coming on the screen right now, and is this Gabby who did our issue? Oh, here we come.
I'm like you, girl. I'm like you. Get your background on point. Get them got our backgrounds on point.
All right, so Gabby,
that's pretty cool.
Gabby is actually a practicing witch. So Gabby, can you just please clear the air and kind of like clear up this kind of misconception that people have about real witches?
There's good witches and bad. I just want.
All right, let's let Gabby just speak her piece for a minute.
Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Loud and clear.
You're good.
I've been a practicing witch since I could remember, but I came out of the broom closet, let's just say 7 years ago.
Thank you. And I just came out too, girl.
Something you live and you breathe. I mean, I'm a witch 24/7. I don't think there's any such thing as a good witch or a white witch or a black witch. It's all witchcraft. It's how you do it. I mean,
that's my differentiator too, though.
Someone if I wanted to, but
you know it's gonna come back hard on you.
What you're going to receive back. So, I mean, it's all one. Magic is magic. If you envision it, if you project it, that's what you're doing. You know, it's like lighting a candle on your birthday and you say, you know, you make a wish.
So, thank you. They're the same thing.
Same thing as witchcraft.
But you differentiate the two based on what you do. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I've been taught by the two because I'm Native American and Jamaican, okay? So I've been differentiated the two. When I said I came out, it wasn't the gay stuff I was talking about. It was this year. I hang out with younger boys that are like me, and we talk too about what we do. And we got an older one that says, don't, you know what you just told me, you putting out the bag, you're going to get the bag. It's part of sympathetic magic. And ask, believe, and receiving. It's the same thing you said. That was a prime example, a small example with the birthday candle. Because I have elders that are my family and that teach me. And so it wasn't based off skin tone or anything. So I want to clear that up. It's based off what you putting out there. The black is the dark.
So the energy.
Because it is also on mainstream media, on TV. On Real Housewives of Orange County, Beverly Hills last year, they had a woman on there who it says, I'm a housewife, but you know what? I own business and stuff, but my religious practice is practicing witchcraft. And I don't hold nothing against me. I'm a nice person. And you know what? All those closed-minded people held some against her. And look at all them now.
I honestly think that there's people that don't practice witchcraft that are just dark. They're just evil people. For me, I study a lot of work. I do a lot of hoodoo. My husband is Native American Indian. I am also have a mixture of it. So I practice a lot of healing. I am an empath. My son sees the dead. He talks to the dead. So, you know, there's out
there though. I really do.
To me, it's not black or white, meaning not skin color, just meaning.
No, it's not that. It's the core of what it is.
Or it's this. It is what it is. It's what you put out there. What you put out there is what you're going to receive back.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people that don't practice and they're just evil. They're just have that. The core is so rotten. Where with me, you know, I'm proud to be a witch. My 9-year-old, she is my twin and she's a witch. She, you know, that's what she is. And
I'm getting really excited, by the way, about this topic. It's something that isn't discussed, and I'm tired of not talking about it because I talk about with my core friends in New York City. And now I'm here by myself and I'm like, okay, I can tell when the things are, when the reason why I wrote about that story is I was like, it was a coming out in a way because I saw everything she did, and you, like I said, you didn't live there, but I noticed when I say she was a black witch, I'm not calling her a witch. I'm just saying the things she did and practiced seemed very black witch-like because you saw her house for a second.
It came from a very negative place, you're saying.
Thank you. From a very negative place, and she practiced the things she did every day. on a negative level.
Okay.
So I only associated with, because I grew up as I am, my grandma's like, stay away from her. She dark, you know, because my grandma is all about, you know, if you got scraps of food, like, you go feed a animal, you know, you're putting out good vibes and energy and karma. You're
like old school, like root work. I mean, there are, like I said, there's people that practice dark.
Yes. Yeah.
Really bad. Now, I am not afraid to go dark, or like if I protect someone, it's let's go. You know, I take care of my own, but
you know the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I teach my daughter. Put it this way. I've taught my daughter enough to know that she's never going to grow up being afraid of the end of days. Like, oh my God, the devil's going to come and get me. I'm gonna die because, you know, of Lucifer. I've taught her to have an open mind, and she is there to choose what she wants and not be afraid of the stereotypical type of, you're going to burn in purgatory.
Thank you. And you said stereotypical, because all of it has been taught by stereotypes.
People where I live in San Diego, but it's a small community up in the mountains, and everybody now knows I'm a witch. It's one of those towns where everybody talks, but I don't care. My door is painted purple. I am out there. My husband's proud of me, and I don't care what anybody thinks. You know, my grandkids know what I'm about, and I don't hide it. I mean, my house is witch.
You know what? It's not something.
I love your stuff you got going on behind you. That's so cool.
Those are dolls I make myself.
You made those.
I like that.
I make
very cool.
And I
made those dolls?
Yeah. Actually, this is one. All my dolls are.
Those I did see those, and I did want to get one. Hold on. Did you write about that in the magazine?
No.
Yeah, she wrote in the magazine.
One that I did do.
Yeah.
Mama
it was.
Yeah. Dolls spirited. They're haunted dolls. This one was a white doll that I got, and she wanted to be black. She said she wasn't, and she made me struggle for 2 hours because she needed to be a certain way, and she has blue eyes, and I had to dye her hair black because it was blonde, and that's what I deal with. I mean, everything in my house is just magic. We breathe it, we eat it. You know, every day is you work your spells, you work your magic, and you do it.
What I'm working on right now.
It's all about honor and respect.
I have this. This is one I kept in my old apartment. It hangs above me everywhere I spend my day at. I don't even know it's there sometimes, but it stays there, and I'm gonna put it back there when I'm done, because I'm sitting here all day. This is my set, okay? It looks bad right now, but I'm recording a web series called Darianse. I don't know the next title of it, but it's something. I did a whole thing, and I sit here all day sewing and everything. I'm an at-home artist. And whenever I come into my heaven, this is my heaven, I don't want anything to come in with me. So as I'm sitting here, this amulet is above me. Even when I'm recording, you know, it's here, and it's one of my witchcrafts. My spirituality things that comes from a good place, not a white place, but a good place.
Things hold the power that you give them the intention to hold, you know?
Sage your house, oil your house. I mean,
I did that too, girl. The other day, guess what I saged? I put it in front of my steps. I did the whole house when no one's here this week. Put it in the front of my house and put it on the back of the door. The front door, the back door. I've been taught this stuff my whole life. And I think people just think I talk. But it's something I had to get accustomed and normal to, because it has hit me so many times when I didn't even know about it. And then I think it's hit me so much that I had to been talked to about, you know, that this isn't normal. This is normal, Darius. My aunt talked to me about it this weekend. You know, it's something you're going to go through a lot. You might, like I have visions and stuff all the time, and they do come true. So my boyfriend calls me. He always asks me to pray for him. And he calls me, "That's so Raven." And I said, "Don't call me that no more, because she is in the media for the wrong things." So it's something you have to, I'm younger than you. And so it's something I'm learning every day. It hits me, and I don't know how to react to it, but it's something I'm intrigued by and learning. Like,
you have to be very careful. You're very spirited. I could see that. So I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. You need to ground and center yourself. One, You need to always have protection around you too. Your home, my house is 100% protected. I mean, I go outside with my oils and I protect my home. I protect my cars. Simple.
I stole my bike today, by the way.
Oil, you put it on the tires of your car so you're protected. It's the most protected.
Somebody stole
you
so.
Michael candle, but you have to, especially you, because you have a lot of angels around you. You need to protect yourself, not just in your room, but all around you. And you need to ground and because
So, Gabby, can you tell us how we can ground and protect ourselves a little bit?
Ground and protect yourself. There's different ways of doing it, and it can be really annoying, but I'm going to show you one way that I have is stones, and this is a rose quartz, and I like to touch it. Also, by my nightstand, I
got a new stone, so I know.
It's selenite.
The thing just fell out, so whatever. But I keep that because this is the only stone that you don't have to cleanse. It cleanses everything, other stones for you. And you imagine yourself as a tree. And I know it sounds funny, but as you're sitting down, and visualize yourself having roots coming out of, your butt, your legs, wherever you're sitting, and you just visualize the roots going deep into the soil, and your eyes are closed, and until you feel all the roots going down, you visualize like a bathtub of water, and you start seeing it go down, and that's your energy. You're releasing your energy, your extra energy into the ground, and you visualize it going down until it's completely to the ground, and then you just cut it like an umbilical cord, and you leave it, and you're done. And that's how you ground. It's very important because we're around people all the time, and we absorb their energy, especially on your third eye chakra, back of your neck, and right here. So you want to learn to ground yourself, because if you don't, you end up getting a headache. You feel sick. You may be around somebody that's miserable all the time. You have people that are miserable, and they come to you all the time, and you talk to them, and by the time you're done talking to them, they feel great and you feel like crap.
Thank you.
It's because they're energy vampires, and they suck the life literally out of you, and they pull your energy, and you end up feeling sick. You have to cut them loose, or you have to put a protective bubble of light around you. Call on Archangel Michael and visualize a purple bubble that they can't get through, because if you don't, you're going to get very sick. Always have orange juice and candy on hand so you could take. But
thank you for saying us that, by the way. I needed that, because I held a tree last night before I went to the club. Yesterday was the first time I went to the club. I'm a performer, so I know what she's talking about, because I get drained. I perform once a week, or a event or something. I have once a week. I do anything. You have to spend 5 hours a week to promote yourself, at least. Mm-hmm. So I go to the club, I perform or whatever, or I'm going to go see people and promote myself. Last night was the first time being home, and this is a club I went to every Wednesday, and I have been here for a month or whatever. And I went to the club. Girl, you know what I felt like? Drained, like you said, because you didn't. All those people there were negative. They're from high school that I knew, and they were negative people. And you just solved something I prayed about today. And after we finish this, I go outside. I'm gonna soak their souls out of me.
But before you go anywhere, you cleanse yourself. Before you leave your house, you use anointing oils. You make an oil. You cleanse yourself. You go to the Botanica, get yourself an oil, make your own oils like I do. You dab it on your arms, you dab it on your third eye chakra, behind your neck, especially behind your neck, because that's where all the energy sucks in, and you ground yourself, because if you don't, you bring that with you. My husband works at a prison. So when he comes home, he has sage in the car, because I tell him, you bring all this crap with you. So he comes home and he needs to sage. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your house, because you will get sick, especially if you're around energy suckers, because they don't They're psychic vampires. They're drawing your energy and leaving you with nothing. So you have to put that shield up.
Do you think that's why I feel sick all day, even though I only had 2 drinks yesterday? Okay, 2. I'm gonna let you know. I'm emotionally just like sucked out. I have not been able to. First of all, 2, my bike got stolen today. The thing I use to run my business, to get to the post office. I live in a smaller town, and 200 is small to me. So
Let me ask you.
That happened yesterday, but I've been having great days. Okay, so me doing what you said to do, I'm learning something from you. So I'm glad I've learned this, because I needed to know that, especially with the car tires and stuff. And you seeing, I didn't even know you knew. How do you know I have all these angels in this room with me?
Around you, but
I know they're here. I know they're here.
Darius.
I don't.
Let her explain.
I see you not using your potential the right way. So, yes, you're not doing certain things correctly. So what's happening is they're coming in. If you protect your house, if you protect yourself, you're not going to feel like you can't get out of bed at night or in the morning. You're not going to feel drained, like you just can't move. Drink orange juice. Get yourself some orange juice and get yourself some chocolate. Eat a candy bar, drink orange juice.
Does this work?
Center yourself. What is that?
I have a whole bunch of oranges here. Okay, I keep fresh fruits, flowers, and everything.
The oranges have candy, but yes, that'll work.
I can squeeze it. It's fresh.
You need to anoint yourself.
Thank you.
You have angels around you. She has 3 angels around her, and he has 6.
I know exactly who they are.
1. I know my 3.
You have 6.
I have 6.
He has 6.
Or me.
Can you tell us exactly who they are? No. You just see
it's like a light of protection. You come in this world with guardian angels that stay with you until the time you leave. Mm-hmm. They protect you. They watch over you. You both are extremely blessed. So you're just, there's something going on with him that they're constantly shielding or protecting. Something that they're always protecting you. I don't know what you're doing or who you're around, but they're always like watching, making sure you're okay.
Cool.
That's very nice. I need
and
all
dead loved ones are always there too. Like I have them. I have so many muertos with me. It's not funny anymore.
Hey,
Nicole.
Okay, bye.
Can you hear us, Nicole?
Okay, bye. I wasn't that fabulous, was I? Just kidding.
Did you hear it?
I think we all need to ground and center ourselves because it's important. This lifestyle is a very lonely.
It is.
Hard.
You can get that
difficult lifestyle.
Tiring.
You learn. Yes, it's very tiring. I help a lot of people. My business is making sure everybody's okay. And, I help people cross over. People will call me, my loved one's going, they don't want to go. And I tell them what to say to their loved one so their loved one can cross into the light. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of stuff around me, but I have to ground myself. And there's a time where you just have to say, I can't do this, or no, I can't help you. Or you have to step away from people that suck you dry.
Can I tell you something? I have this friend, okay? And I was there through her whole, I don't mean to ask you advice, but it deals with what you're talking about. I want y'all to know that it's going to go somewhere. But I have a friend who I met through a friend who got pregnant by this friend. And I kind of stepped in as an unofficial godparent in a way. And I'm here. And I was there throughout her whole pregnancy from a distance. And now that I'm here and he's on AWOL on her and everything, and I'm making dresses and everything for her and for her child and stuff on the low budget. But now I'm to the point where I almost want to give, she hasn't given me any money, but she bought the materials, okay? And I want to finish one of them, but I also want to be like, I'm not passionate about this. And I find more passion in writing for Abra-zine and, my own sewing stuff. And sometimes I want to be, when you say negative people and negative energy, I think with her adversities of having to be a single mom to a newborn, and that is weighing heavily on me through text messages, not being on time, and all that stuff, because I'm a personal assistant every day on an everyday basis. So it's interrupting my soul and it's throwing me off on my whole creativity level. How do you handle that without, because they're not coming from a negative place. Everything they're doing is taking energy on me, you know? It's sucking the soul out of me. And I need to
stop to it. You have to be honest. I went through that with a friend of mine today. I've known this person 21 years, and it's always me, me, me. She's going through something with her wife, and it was me, me, me. And today was it. I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull. So once I snap, it's over. But I said,
I don't want to snap on nobody. That's why.
Just be polite and maybe back away a little bit and say, I can't do this, or talk to her and tell her how you're feeling.
Here's how I want to get it out, in the sense that Abra-zine has opened up so many, even this discussion. That's why I call it a lifestyles magazine. It's nice to talk about all of these topics, because it's able to talk about even this. And my thing is, I almost want to be like, I'll give you money for the fabric. You didn't sign nothing. I'm going to finish this one dress, but I'll keep she was not into, my whole thing is when you create with me, be into it, you know? You got to live with it. I don't have to live with it. So for the first time in years, I feel very motivated to be creative. I've had a couple of years where I've been down and I didn't create anything. And now I have this 1.5 to 2 years of like, out there. And her energy, since I've been here, she doesn't have to really say anything, is bringing me down on a creativity level. So that is what I'm saying, is all the stuff you told me to focus and uproot those people out of my life, I'm doing that tonight.
Maybe it's because you got to understand she has a life force in her too. You know, when we're pregnant,
she had the baby.
She had the baby already?
Yeah, she had the baby the week after I got here. So it was like I only hung out with her once, okay? That night she had the baby. And so the baby has been taking her time, but it's throwing off my time and the other child to have fittings and stuff and all this stuff. So I always want to cut it off temporarily but I don't want to cut it off because it's affecting my artwork as a whole. And what you said I don't want to come across as being a black witch or whatever, that mean person, because she knows all this stuff about me. I don't want to come across as that way or anything. And I just don't want to just go outside and release all that, because I know it does work in a situation, but it's hurting my soul. How do you do stuff? How do you go about? I'm not going to talk about it, and I don't want to end the friendship, but her energy is hurting my soul.
Then you tell her you need to take a step back. I'm sorry, I love you, but you know what? I'm not feeling good. I need to take a little me time. I need to step back a little bit to heal my soul. Literally, the best thing is honesty. If you're honest, that's the best thing. Then, you know, that's what makes a person who they are. I mean, I go through it. There's times I have to step back from my husband because he gets on nerves, and I tell him, I need time. We as empaths, as healers, whatever, as we need time, and you have to be honest and say, I'm sorry, but I need some time. Just don't take this personally, but I need time. And should understand.
It's not me, it's my energy. Like, is it helpful just to say I need time for me because my energy is thrown off?
Well, your energy and you are the same thing. You're connected.
She ain't gonna know that, girl. I live in a closed-minded, conservative town. She gonna know that. She gonna think I'm talking about something else.
And can you give me some time?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it, Darius.
Just get the energy out like that way.
Yeah.
Going outside and releasing the demons out of me from all these people.
Yeah, that's it.
Until now, thank you. And I've been a performer for 7 years. And for some reason, when I am in a place where negativity doesn't exist, which is the club, I do feel those negative energies so much after, and it makes me sick. Like, I don't drink that much. I don't drink really at all anymore. So it makes me sick. And I'm like, where does it come from? And like you said, it's the energy that people put out. And I'm dealing with a lot of negative energy being in the southern town, you know?
Right.
Even with going to family events, it becomes
Get yourself some Palo Santo. Palo Santo is the best thing you can get, and burn it and smudge yourself with it and get yourself protection. Okay? Palo Santo and protected oil, you'll be okay. You can't go out into the universe and not protect yourself. You're going to get sick. I mean, it's with anybody. Anybody.
Yeah, it's like little wood chunks. So, Gabby actually has a recipe for an oil in our magazine this issue, right, Gabby?
Yes.
It was a Day of the Dead oil, and that had the roses, the calendula, the sunflower oil, patchouli, and the few drops of the vitamin E oil.
I'm gonna
Darius, go ahead. Look in the issue. It's in there. All the ingredients are in there. It tells you how to make it. Go make that, and ground and center yourself, bless yourself.
I'm gonna make it before I go to San Francisco, because I'm gonna be out there for like 10 days, and I don't want to be in a place where I don't know really, and then I'm getting hit with all these personalities.
I mean, even take it with you when you travel.
Yeah.
If you don't have all those ingredients, simple olive oil. You could protect yourself with just simple olive oil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Olive oil. I got that. Okay. Holy oil, get out of my face.
So Nicole joined us, and Nicole, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Nicole. Lots of people call me Nikki. I run a website called nikkynurtures.com, where I educate women on living a balanced life through mind, body, and soul, because it's not just fitness and nutrition. It's not just psychology. It's not just spirituality. Everything has to work in combination with one another for you to actually be happy. So because I figured that out, I want to teach that to everyone.
And Nicole actually has an article in our magazine, this issue, and it's about dealing with death, right? And like how to deal with grief. And you want to tell us a little bit about the basis behind that article you sent us?
Sure.
Like your personal story with it, what happened.
Yeah, I've never been good with dealing with death, and I guess I'm one of those people that kind of ignore the fact that it does happen, and you think that people are going to live forever. And my great aunt got sick and passed very suddenly few years ago, and I'm not one of those people that remembers the dates, because I think it's just morbid. I would just rather think about everything else. But it took me, years to get closure. I just couldn't handle it. You'd go through those stages of, denial, and you're angry and you're sad, and for some reason, I would always just start repeating the cycle, and I couldn't talk about her, and I couldn't think about her, because I would get, just unbelievably taken over by grief. And I went through all of this, soul searching and talking to different types of people of, how to get rid of it, and spiritual healers, and finally, talking to a medium about it, and, Tia, my great aunt came through, and, a lot of people don't believe in those things, and I do, and I completely know that it was her that came through, and, we got to have a conversation, and she got to tell me, like, you don't have to feel guilty, and, you don't have to feel all these things, because I'm here with you all the time. So it was just one of those things that when I sat down and thought about my grief process that took 2+ years, I'm probably not the only person that has had to go through that. And you can't think about what other people may think about your own process. I come from a Catholic family, and, I preface everyone in my family, like, I'm, writing this article on how I got through this, and you're probably not going to like that. I you know, did all this spiritual sound healing that wasn't through the Catholic Church and, you know, talking to mediums and whatnot. But that's how I got through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a really moving piece, and if anybody has a chance, you should definitely read it. And also, Nicole also posts a lot of stuff on her blog about, you know, spirituality and all that cool stuff, and, you know, how she uses crystals and essential oils and other things to just kind of remain stress-free and balanced. And I help her out a lot with her website, so it's really worth checking out. She has a lot of valuable information on there as well, and that's nikkynurtures.com.
I was going to ask you about that.
I will put it down here.
Because I have it in my URL, but is it NIKKINURTUR?
Yeah, check out the chat box over here on the right-hand side. I put it down there, so you can just click on that, and it'll take you right there. But she puts out daily blogs every week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday is body, right? Wednesday is mind. Friday is soul.
And then Wednesday is mind.
Yeah. So check that out. Different theme, 3 times a week. And she's also working on a line of products coming out as well, like a book, right? You got a book coming? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I have a book coming and natural beauty products and lots of fun stuff happening in 2016.
Keep an eye on Nicole. Definitely keep an eye on her because she's doing her thing. And also, Gabby has a YouTube channel that's really hot, right, Gabby? Like, you have a lot of viewers on your channel.
What is it, Gabby?
It's Simply Gabrielle, aka Mistress of the Dark Moon.
I love it.
Right? She's awesome.
Oh my God, I love it.
So
crazy.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah. And also, there's also an exclusive playlist that I put together for the issue. So if you go to abra-zine.com and on the homepage, right under that photo slideshow, there's a button called exclusives. You just click on that, and there's like a whole exclusive playlist, video playlist that I put together in honor of our issue.
It's
and
really
also there's a, what?
It's really good because I listen to it when I'm just like, I'm this person. Yeah. If it's a season, I'm going to be in that season. Even though birthday season too, I'm going to be in birthday season for a month. I like to have monthly holidays. So your playlist, I actually like your playlist. I can get off Facebook. I can start sewing and just listen. And I'm just like, I don't realize what time it is. But the time is going slow. I've noticed. When I'm on Facebook, all that time speeds up. The music I put on your playlist, it was nice, comfortable. It was creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy.
It was probably it's usually after midnight. But I like it because I'm getting things done and it's not distracting me.
Right. And the whole purpose of my playlist is to kind of give people that inspiration of the season and the issue that we're currently in. Like the last issue we did Freedom. I put a lot of Freedom songs on there, like, you know, like Bob Marley and I don't know who else I don't remember who else I had on there. But I had
sorry. You had some.
But I like to, you know, I like to create playlists that are inspiring and want our listeners and our readers and contributors to kind of get in the mood of the issue that we're currently in. So
I loved it.
I loved it.
You like it?
You love it, Gabby?
Yeah.
I loved it. I listened to it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. You get in the spirit and you feel good.
And it goes with the magazine. It goes with the magazine. I read it. I listened to it first when I went through the magazine for the first time. Just browsed through it. Girl, it went great. And that's what I was talking about. You have opened an outlet that publication cannot do.
This magazine is the best ever. I've told everybody the artwork. My friend actually downloaded it for me.
That's
so
amazing.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
I got my old one. This is my old one.
It's amazing. It was breathtaking, the artwork, everything. There wasn't one story in this magazine that didn't take your breath away. It was all just amazing. It was beautiful.
I think that's also the reason why I'm going so slow with it too. I've read everybody's. I really have read everybody's. I want y'all to know I've read everybody's. But I haven't gotten into everybody's. I've read everybody, but I haven't gotten into. And everything I've read, I've gotten into. That I've gotten into it is my everyday life, in a sense. It's my everyday life mentioning the parquet stuff to my friends at Bible study that own the gym. It's my everyday life when I'm going to be making oils tomorrow because Gabby wrote something. It's my everyday life when I break down. I broke, by the way. I broke so hard. I break. I'm a human. I break. And I break hours. And I broke. And I read her article about the grieving. Girl, you know I snapped up fast. I lost my great aunt. I don't know, just like her. Just like her in December. And it still breaks me. But you know what? Reading her article helped me move on.
It does. And you know the thing about grieving also, and I tell people, because a lot of people will say, it'll be okay. You know, oh, it'll get better. No, it never gets better, ever. The pain never gets better. You just learn how to deal with it. You learn how to deal with it. But the pain never goes away. Right. You know, that's the only difference there.
Right. And Gabby, you posted a really touching video. Like, it kind of made me kind of emotional because you posted that video of your page and you kind of got a little teary-eyed and you kind of broke a little bit, and it kind of made me like, wow, I can't believe like just like bringing people together like this is like so therapeutic for the contributors as well, which I mean it's so great to see that.
Because, you know, for one, I mean, I have I have a new ancestor altar, but to actually see my nana, my tata, my mother on, you know, a magazine, it was so moving that I was told, I cried the whole day. My husband called, he's like, what's wrong? I said, you don't understand.
It's the best.
People are seeing my mother, where I come from. So it was very emotional. It was very, very emotional. And I knew that they were smiling and they were happy. They were like, oh my gosh, you know, they were happy. But because you have to honor your ancestors, they come before you. So for me, that was amazing. I never expected to see their picture. I never even expected to see Mama Evangeline on there. So, which was even better because the first Mama Evangeline I did was for a fellow YouTuber. And for whatever reason, she ripped the doll apart and she put the cloth on her boots for whatever reason, she thought this
to protect
her. So, no, she did it to be spiteful. So I made a new one because she's an old root woman. So to see her picture and her name up there, that was validation for me that it's okay. Everything we do in this world, there's a better outcome. So that was amazing.
When you say that it's okay, I wrote that piece there outside the witch's tower because I knew it was okay. And I didn't send it to her. I talked to my other half about it. I said, Matthew, what do you think I should do? Should I send it to her? He said, no, it's a waste of your time. Just like calling the police and knowing that you're a victim of crime. I was a victim of crime and everything. And my accuser, or the person that did this to me, was hiding out at his mom's house, and I knew where he lived at. So I said no. Anyways, I forgot where I was going. I'm ADHD, y'all.
That's okay.
I tried to get off medicine 2 years ago because I didn't have a personality. And it was a life goal that I will never resort back to, no matter if I cannot remember. Anyways, I thought it was protection thing she did, but I guess it was spiteful. So it was related to that.
And that's a shame. Those are the kinds of people you kind of have to break away from, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the upcoming issue. We're gonna
working on it.
Yeah, we're gonna open submissions November 1st. Perfect. And deadline December 1st, and then I'm gonna go into production all through December. And the issue theme is going to be reflections. So kind of just it's kind of a broad topic, so you just feel free to take it and be as creative as you want with it. And Gabby, or literally, I mean, it could be really anything, art, music, anything to do with the topic. Gabby, you're more than welcome to submit a piece as well. I mean, you're part of the Abra-zine family now. So, and like my main goal with this whole thing is to kind of have the contributors with the blab, like kind of intermingle with each other, get to know each other, because I just want it to be that kind of tight-knit community of artists and people to inspire each other. That's my main goal with this magazine.
Well, you're doing the same thing they did in the 70s where it was Chevy Chase and all them with SNL. You're just doing it in a different way, girl. True.
Well, this magazine.
I was thinking about that today. I was actually thinking about it today. If I was in New Jersey, I had this new plan, idea, and I was like, I can't even do it because I don't have my click.
Right.
So now I have to figure out a way to do it, because I just don't want to. It's based off what you just said, having that that group.
And you just form your own community, So, Gabby, what were you going to say before?
Just that your magazine is going to blow up. It's going to blow up. So much good stuff coming your way that I see. Like, this is opening the door for not just me, but for a lot of people. And, it's going to be very big. So hold on tight because it's coming. 2016 is the year to shine. And just remember, whatever you do on the 31st, Halloween is a witch's new year.
It's 1,000 years.
Whatever you do, you want to go into the new year good because you don't want to take what you've done into that next year. So you want to walk around with money. You want to be happy. You want to go into it positive and leave all the negative behind because you don't want to repeat it.
Right. That's great advice. And I have a lot of big plans for this magazine. Like, I have ideas that I'm throwing around for the new year. So we'll see where that goes.
Use my idea, please. Take that.
Which idea?
Like how I did with the cards. It really did help. My mom didn't even know I wrote for you like that. When she saw it in person, she was like, he really sits in here and he really sat in New Jersey and he really did not need me, He really did put something out there. And I saw a smile. And when you were talking about that, it made me feel good to show that artist.
I would love to do stuff in print, like, the cards and even printing the issues. But unfortunately, like, I don't make any money off of this magazine. Like, I don't ask my contributors for money to submit. I don't ask my readers for money to download and read it. Like, and I want to keep it. I want to keep it free, as long as possible. And I'm trying to find other areas where I can kind of, make an income off it by selling ad space. Or even in the new year, I'm thinking of kind of making like an Abra-zine Plus pass where like you sign up for an account on a different, like a social network or something, like on a Ning account. And if you have a Plus pass, you can access, exclusive content like maybe courses or, exclusive downloads of whatever. I don't have that all figured out yet, but that's kind of like the ideas that I'm having. Like, I still want to have the magazine free for contributors and readers, just add another extension of it if people want more of it, but charge for that. So
I think that's perfect. Because you know what? I would pay. I would pay
too, girl. I would pay too. If you said it was $1, I would pay for that $1.
Magazine.
So
my friends say that too. They say, why y'all ain't charging $1? I said, hold on a moment.
If I know where your heart is, but if you want to keep on going, you're going to have to do. And I think that's a great idea because you may have somebody that teaches how to make soap or some kind of magic. And people want that type of course. And I don't think there's anything wrong with you getting paid for something that you're putting your heart and soul to. And I think it's something that you really need to light a green candle and on the next full moon, release it.
Ask it because I would pay $1. Even if it's $1. If it started $1, I would pay it $1. If it started at 50 cents, because your work speaks for itself. And even Matt says that. My people will say, I would pay $1. I pay $2, $3, but you need to get paid at a certain point for the job you're doing. You're putting my name out there for free.
Well, I wouldn't want nothing out of it. What I'm trying to say is that I know myself and I know people. If there's something like a month, you know what, you pay monthly and you have all this access. If someone said, you know what, it's $20, I would pay the $20 because I like, this is not just some little tiny magazine. There's a lot of artwork. There's a lot of detail. And in order to make it go, you need to bring in money. You need to. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a very good idea.
You're sharing knowledge. You're sharing knowledge too. And you're sharing knowledge that helps me get out through the day. I get through the day based off the knowledge I learned. And I don't think the knowledge is all the way should be free when I know the person behind the knowledge I'm getting from in some kind of way, whether it be you offer free advertisement to maybe 5 contributors for the next issue or something. You're putting it out there in a way that it's gone. Vogue had to start somewhere. Vogue had to start somewhere. And Vogue started out giving issues for free to women, to housewives, and women that went about and got flowers and dressed nice, you know, and it was given to women of high power. And it trickled down in a way, but it started somewhere. And that's what you should say. You may not want to always be free in a way. I would pay for it.
Right. And I guess I'm just kind of trying to put the feelers out and see, you know, if they're, you know, if people would be willing to pay for it. Because that's kind of my fear. Like, I don't want things to die down because people don't want to dish out money. Like, I get it. Like, people are broke or, you know, finances are an issue. Like, I get that because I'm broke myself. So
you don't have to say tomorrow has to be the day you decide, oh, today we're going to charge. It could be 5 years from now, you know?
Yeah. But I do have plans. I do have plans coming up for, you know, having some kind of extended bonus areas for, you know, exclusive members who are paying. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
The ones that love you and love this magazine and are devoted to it, they're going to pay. They're going to pay because it's good quality. So don't let that fear hold you back from inspiring what you need to do. You have it in your fingertips. Now you need to go grab it. You know, I just did a hoodoo money lamp. You know, that would help you. A green candle will help you to bring that in. And ask your spirit guides to come to you and give you, you know, your gut will never fail you. You can second guess yourself, but that inner gut that you know this is something you should do, always go with that. Don't be like, well, maybe, because I would pay. I would pay.
Right. Get your candle. So you have a green would look like, Justina.
I have to put my baby to sleep. But I love you guys, and hit me up on Facebook. And if you're ever in San Diego, please come to my house and kick back and we'll barbecue.
Well, dude, your house is awesome. I love like everything that you put on YouTube. Your house, like it's like friggin' wicked. It's kick ass. It really is. I love it.
And that's my house. We on YouTube
lights, but you know, it's who I am. It's just I'm so blessed that my husband doesn't get freaked out, but it's me. You know. Just, I love it, and so if you guys are ever around, I'd be more than happy to have you in my home and welcome you. And if there's anything I can do for the magazine or for you, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Definitely. And you already have done so much because your fan base is ridiculous. Like, I think most of the people who have downloaded this issue were from your fan base. Like,
really,
your whole YouTube following. Like, oh my God, they like mobbed it. It was great though. Like. So that's amazing. Keep spreading the word. And I mean, I even had one of your followers actually already send me a submission for next issue. And I'm like, well, submissions aren't open yet. We'll get there, but I'll hold on to your stuff for when we open up. But definitely, you know, when we're ready to open the next issue, put the word out, get your fans to submit, always looking for contributors, anything. So that's basically.
I would like to put your link on every time I do my YouTube videos, I would like to put your link down below and in my YouTube channel so people can come, they could hit up, they could, this is about, I almost have 2,000 subscribers and I really want to get it out there. And so I would love to do that.
I do that too. I add my stuff all the time on my videos, on my website there, girl.
Yeah. Darius is a huge supporter of Abra-zine. Like,
with your website. Go to any of my websites.
My YouTube channel and do a live hangout to promote anything.
Yeah. Let's do that.
We'll get it going because I would love it. So just let me know. Like I said, I'm here. Whatever you guys need, we will get it out there. Let's do this. Let's make the Witches' New Year, which is mine, October 31st. Just remember to. Yeah, that's right. And make sure you get that green
My first one.
candle. You have to get a green.
I got my outfit. It ain't not
We'll
Halloween.
all like green candles. He's got his outfit.
No, I'm serious. I really do. I took time. It's my first one. It's my
Keep them away from.
It's my first one. It's my first one. And I've been really excited. I'm going to San Francisco for it too. And I'm going for 10 days. I didn't choose San Francisco for a reason for this time. I could go a whole year. And I subscribe.
Go visit Nicole. Go visit Nicole.
Just remember, you guys, we're going to Salem next year. So if you guys want to meet up, that's
We
a trip
will.
that I think
I want to go.
awesome. I'm trying to get everybody together. I want to go to the Witches Ball with Lori Cabot. She is like the official witch of Salem, and I'm trying to get more people to go so we can just go have a good time in Salem.
Yeah, we went in 2012 and it was amazing, right?
I have the phone
Salem.
book from 1944 of Winston-Salem.
Love Salem.
So y'all know that I got everybody in my phone number from 1944. I promise you. I promise you.
I gotta go. I love you guys.
So, I gotta go.
Thanks so much for talking to us tonight.
It was nice
Bye,
meeting
everybody.
you. It was nice meeting you.
was
And thank you so much. Thank you. I don't have that feeling in my stomach no more. So you know.
Bye.
See,
So
you
Darius,
on a spiritual level. So thank you.
you're only on audio right now. I'm not seeing your picture at all.
Seriously?
Yeah,
It might be our internet.
it might be ours. All right. So maybe we'll just say goodnight. Because it's already almost 11.
Good night.
All right, so I think we're gonna take off, and it was a great chat session, and I'm really glad whoever popped on for even a little bit if they had to be somewhere. But Nicole went to eat. Vin's at his film thing. Yes, DariusConwayInc.com. Check out Darius if you're still watching us tonight. And also, if you are watching us, it says we only have 2 live viewers, but there's 17 total live viewers, but only 2 watching. I don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means. But anyways, if anybody is still watching right now, check out Abra-zine.com, ABRAZINE.com. Go download your free Abra-zine issue, 2015 Fall Day of the Dead issue. There's a lot of great stuff in it. All of our contributors were on tonight. Darius, Conway, Gabrielle, Simply Gabrielle, Nicole, Nikki Nurtures, and Vincenzo Carubia, director and filmographer. And also Avi, who we really didn't talk about your photography tonight at all. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Download the issue.
Yeah, download the issue. We did a little Day of the Dead, La Calavera photo shoot, which was really cool. So check out all of that, and thank you so much for everybody who did tune in tonight. And we hope to see you very soon. Yeah, go check out the info on how to submit to the next issue. And that theme is reflections. So hopefully we'll get some new contributors. So that's it, guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. And also, should I put our Facebook contributors group in there? Let me find it first. Okay, so if anybody is watching right now and they would like to find out how to contribute or talk more with our contributors, you can just check that group down below, facebook.com/group/Abra-zine, and you can talk to all of our contributors in person. We're all on there all the time on the message boards and stuff, starting up cool topics. So that's it, guys. Good night. Peace.